Friends, today we are going to start with a new lesson, conservation of plants and animals. In this lesson, conservation means what? How to preserve, to take care of the or how to protect the plants as well as the animals, so that it will not get endangered or it will never get disappear from the earth. So, what all the precautions we have to take them to keep safely on the earth, both the plants and animals. So, we are going to learn in detail in this lesson about the conservation of plants and animals. So, on the earth, there are different types of animals. It is a biodiversity. That means the sum total of all these animals are called as biodiversity. What is the sum total? That means all the plants and animals on the earth together, it is called as biodiversity. And on the this biodiversity means on the earth what all the different types of living organisms exist on the earth are called as biodiversity. That means from the microorganism to the macroorganisms. Okay, so these all together is biodiversity. And forest is the only place where we have a different types of biodiversity. That means forests are have different fruits, trees, plants, animals, everything we find in the forest. So it is a vast biodiversity. It is a appropriate example for biodiversity is the forest. So in forest there are many trees. To safeguard these plants and animals in the forest, we should not do deforestation. You must have studied in deforestation, that is cutting down of trees is called as deforestation. So forests are the important renewable sources on the renewable means again and again it will be created. The plants, animals, everything will, the plants all will be growing again and again, and it is a vast biodiversity is forest. They, because of the number of trees or plants in the forest, we can have a maintain the oxygen level in the forest in a very good manner, and the carbon dioxide content will be less because the plants has the capacity to refresh the air. And from the forest we can get the timber, that means different types of trees, paper and medicinal plants. From the trees only we are making use the paper is manufactured from the trees only. So from the pulp of the trees, so the medicinal plants, the herbal plants all will be available in the forest. So destruction of forest is, that means it a resource is getting or the biodiversity is becoming disappearing from the earth. So deforestation has resulted in several ecological imbalances such as increase in temperature, deficiency in rainfall, etc. So when we cut down the trees or when we do the deforestation, many things imbalance will be happening on the environment, that is deficiency of rain, drought condition, everything will be happening on the earth. Now what are the causes of deforestation? Sometimes the deforestation may be caused by the nature, that means suddenly a earthquake or a landslide. This is all by the nature it happens. Or sometimes by the human beings, fire, floods. That are fires all sometimes because of the high temperature. The all the dried leaves or the twigs get burned, and it will cause them. It will get distracted the forest area. Human activities are also to a certain extent responsible for deforestation. That means cutting down the trees, and because of the increase in population, the human beings going into that habitat for agriculture expansion or for cattle breeding, or then for illegally capturing the lands for building the constructing the buildings, that all it is, or mining or oil extraction. These all are the other reasons for deforestation. The other one, the main thing is agriculture expansion. When the human beings doesn't have enough land to do the cultivation, again they will penetrate into the forest areas, they cut down the trees, and they will start residing there, or they will start living there. So that is the other form of other how the causes of deforestation. So large amount of trees are chopped down means cut down, and they will start the crop production, they will start to cultivate the lands for cultivation or for the agriculture purpose, and they will start growing the crops, then cattle they will slowly start, and henceforth what will happen, the forest will get disappeared. Now urbanization, most of the areas all getting urbanized, getting converted into cities and towns. So this also is another cause for deforestation. Construction of roads, development of houses, mineral exploitation, dams, industries, this also is are the cause for the deforestation. Then comes the mining of coal, diamond or gold. Then these are the reasons for the next one for the cutting down trees. The number of trees is cut down to clear the forest. then then the waste comes from the mining pollutes the environment and affects the nearby plants also. Then the construction of the dams, big pipelines or the dams or the reservoirs, that the forest areas will be the trees will be cut down and everything will be distracted, and they will construct the big dams to store the water. Then timber production for furniture, making cutting down the trees and woods for making paper or for making furnitures. That is the other reason for the deforestation, or for making furnitures, or then all types of things with the wood. What all is useful for the human beings or using as a fuel. Nowadays the fuel we are not using much for the wood, we are using depending always on the LPG stoves. But in the olden days they used to depend on wood for only for fuel. And the next is the forest fire. I already mentioned, because of the human beings getting into the forest and unknowingly they are because of the lighting of the woods or the dry leaves, or then suddenly it catches fire and it will spread to other areas and it will catch fire and it will kill all the microorganisms in the forest or the trees or the herbal plants. What all is very useful for the human beings, everything will be in the fire, it will be burned off. Next comes the Chipko movement, which was done by Sundar Lal Bhaguna. He was the founder for the Chipko movement in 1970s. His aim was to protect the forest, and his aim was to conserve the forest. That is the importance what he did, and he started to grow different trees and plants. Then that is called as Chipko movement. Then comes the cyclone, is the natural calamity which destroys the forest area and it washes away the topsoil, which is good for the plants or the livelihood. Everything will be destroyed naturally. So these are all the causes for the deforestation. What all we told, expansion or the expansion because of the population, agriculture expansion, urbanization, mining, construction of dams, timber production, forest fire, and at the last is the cyclones. That is the natural calamity. Now what are the effects of deforestation? The effects of deforestation is, when the first effect is that when the trees are cut down, we will not get the pure air or the fresh air or the oxygen, which bring about the rainfall also. That also is the second thing. So increase in population, destruction of everywhere, it will be affected when the trees are cut down. So the survival will be very difficult when the fresh air is not there. Everywhere the pollution or carbon dioxide will be there. Then extinction of species, that means the organisms which are living in the forest area, some organisms which depend on only on the plants, they all will get extinct from the earth because of the shortage of the food. That is the other cause for the effects of the deforestation. And the rainfall will be less because 80% of the world species remain in the tropical rainforest, and because of this rainforest is getting destructed, all the species will get extinct from the earth. Now next is the soil erosion. Because of the soil erosion, that means the removal of the topsoil or washing of the topsoil because of the cutting down of the trees, because the trees only will hold all the soil together and firmly to the with the help of their roots. So when these trees are cut down, the soil erosion takes place and all the soils will be exposed and it will be easily washed away by the rain or the floods or whatever it comes, or by the wind. But the wind will not be blowing very fast in the forest areas because it is a thick or there are trees. So but the flood will cause the washing up about the roots topsoil, because the roots of trees are not there, the roots are or the plants are not there or the trees are not there. Because of that, all the nutrients in what is found or the minerals found on the topsoil, it will be easily washed away by the flood water or the rainwater. Then water cycle, because the plants only will help us to bring the rain. So the water cycle will be stopped, there will be no evaporation taking place and no condensation. So trees suck the water from the roots and release the water into the atmosphere in the form of vapor during transpiration. Transpiration means the the removal of excess water from the plants and trees is called as transpiration. So when these trees are cut down, the transpiration will not take place, so water cycle will be stopped. Now floods, already it is informed, when the roots of the plants are there only, it will be holding the soil firmly. So when the floods arises, what will happen? When the trees are cut down, this topsoil will be washed away by the flood water. And the next is the gases, like when the trees are not there also, the oxygen supply will not be there and carbon dioxide will be accumulated, and that will come, that means global warming, increase in the atmospheric temperature. So this also result in a way of pollution also when the trees are cut down. Now destruction of homeland. Indigenous people live and depend on the forest for their survival. Some people, those will depend only on the forest areas for their survival. For them also the natural resource forest, that also they will lose their livelihood. So deforestation causes many effects. The first effect was, what was the first effect? Extinction of species, soil erosion, water cycle, floods, and the destruction of homeland. So here is a do you know? Long distance travel by birds escape severe environmental conditions called as migration. You have learned migratory birds. So the temperature increases, or the Siberian cranes migrate from Siberia to India during the winter. They can't afford the winter season of Siberia, so they will start flying from Siberia to India. They are called as migratory birds. So these birds also, when the climatic condition changes, they will move from one country to the other country. So that is a new do you know? Next class we'll go with afforestation. Thank you, students.